Hey, do you suffer from pain up in your shoulder blade? Achy pain kind of in this region on either side? If so, then listen up, because I'm going to tell you about top 5 reasons where that pain may be coming from. Hi, my name is Eric. I'm a physical therapist and founder of Move Empower Concierge PT. So today I want to tell you about 5 top reasons where or what could be causing your pain up in your shoulder blade. And I've got this small little Halloween model to help us here. So when we talk about the scapula or the shoulder blade, we're talking about this bone right here. So we're on the back side, obviously here. You can see all the ribs, and you can see that the shoulder blade is on the back side there of those ribs. It glides up and down and helps with the elevation of your arm and such. We're not going to get into that, but let's talk about some pain generators in that region. Well, number one, it could be locally the muscles in that area. So we've got a ton of muscles there that help either move the chest backwards, forwards, helps you elevate up. Some of those are the rhomboids, the trapezius muscles, those kite-like muscles through there. They can get strained. And as a former swimmer, I remember straining those during swimming with paddles and such in college and such. Now, that injury resolved pretty quickly. So if this pain's been sticking around, it probably isn't a muscle strain, but we'll talk more about what it could be. All right, so what's another reason? Number 2 is what we call a snapping scapula syndrome. So that you'll notice like a snapping sensation when you move your arm and such. And what that's coming from is a bursa. It's a fluid-filled sac that helps decrease friction when this shoulder blade is moving against the ribs. So that bursa can get stiff, or not stiff, but more kind of rigid, and can get caught between the ribs, and you hear this snap and such. So that's more on the rare side, but if you have a snapping syndrome when you're elevating and it causing some pain in that region, could be that. All right. Now let's get to one of the main causes I see as a physical therapist, and that's a referral or a problem up here in the neck. Believe it or not, in the lower cervical spine, so we're talking here, right, this region here, the referral pattern can, just the way our nervous system is wired, can cause pain down in this region between the shoulder blades on one side or the other. And that could be coming from an issue up here. That could be coming from where the joint is a little stuck, or even more common, even a disc problem. And the discs, I won't get too deep into it, are those little kind of soft stabilizing structures between the vertebrae here, okay? And when they get irritated, they can kind of tick off the neighboring nerves, and they can refer pain down here. So your lower cervical spine is definitely an area where the problem can be here, but the pain is felt down here. And I see that a ton in my folks who I treat for scapular pain. Now, moving down the line here, number 4 here. So the next one that I commonly see is folks with rotator cuff problems. And the rotator cuff is 4 muscles that help keep this part sitting in there, kind of the golf ball on the tee there. And the rotator cuff's main job is to help kind of set this, give sturdiness, and allow us to elevate up. Now, when there's problems in these small muscles, and you've got a couple back here, you've got one on the top, and then you got one here in the front, when there are problems there, you can get some related referred pain back here as well, or specific pain in parts of overlying the scapula here, because some of those muscles of the rotator cuff they lie here, and those are the ones that are helping you rotate your arm and elevate and such. I definitely see that a lot too, so as a physical therapist. Now, another reason you can have pain in this region is the ribs. And as you can see, the ribs come in here from the front, go all the way around, and they connect to the spine here, okay? Problems can happen because these are joints, just like, joints in your hand. These joints come over here and they can get stuck sometimes too. Now, folks here will have kind of a deep pain near the spine, but kind of in that shoulder blade area. These folks might have done something powerful or kind of jerky, maybe with one hand. They'll have problems when that pain will come back when they cough or they sneeze, or with rotatory or even side bending motions. So I've seen that. Again, a little more rare and very specific to a trauma or event. And that's definitely something that a physical therapist can sniff out for you and fix, okay? Now, finally, let's get to maybe one of those more exotic or kind of rare things, the zebra amongst horses here, and that's the gallbladder. So now we're talking about a visceral organ that can refer. And that a gallbladder problem that, sits down here and helps with the digestion can actually refer up to the right shoulder blade. Again, this is much more rare. This is something if I have a patient who's complaining of this and I've gone through the full exam and we can't find anything else, we're going to definitely start asking some questions on that. But I just wanted to throw that in because that's kind of interesting that a problem with one of your organs can actually refer up here. Okay, so if you're one who's suffering with pain in that shoulder blade area, definitely reach out to a physical therapist. We see this all the time at Move Empower, and love helping folks help them with that issue and get over it. So I hope this was helpful.